Sorry guys, let me repeat. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning and welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us for today's webinar. My name is Delia Oktaviani. I am student of English Education Department at Siliwangi University, and I'll be your moderator. I am excited to be hosting this session today. By the way, our today's topic is Dare to Speak Up, Practical Guidance to Public Speaking. Now I'm pleased to introduce today's presenters. The first presenter is Iqbal Syaeful Ramdhan will deliver the topic of things to do before speaking. The second presenter, Muhammad Malik Fadjar, will deliver the topic of speaking, just do it. The third presenter, Fuji Utami Marhaban Jamhari, will deliver the topic of speaking confidently. The fourth presenter, Rifqi Zain D Habibi, will deliver the topic of speaking skill for 1,000 jobs. The fifth presenter, Dudu Badruzaman, will deliver the topic of a powerful speech. The sixth presenter, Nuki Maelansa, will deliver the topic of survival English. The seventh presenter, Annisa Inayaty, will deliver the topic of public speaking and its benefits. The eighth presenter, Silvia Wulandari, will deliver the topic of an effective public speaker. The ninth presenter, Rifqi Zain D will deliver the topic of 6 tips to public speaking. And the last presenter, Febryan Husnil Amal, will deliver the topic of reduce your fear. I'll bring them up during the presentation, and we will also have time for questions at the end. But before we start, let me mention the rules of the game. First, this is an oral presentation only, so no written materials could be delivered. Second, this webinar is full English forum session, so all activities will be delivered in English. Third, all participants must turn off the camera and the audio during the presentation. Fourth, the presentation will be held for about 5 minutes for each presenter. Fifth, all the presenter will present the material in turn. Sixth, Q&A session will come after the whole presentation. Seventh, you may start asking questions since the presentation is started. Please notice that the question should be typed in the chat box. 8. Question will be limited. If you could not get your answer, we will still answer it by email. Please contact us in our email. Now, without any further ado, we will turn time over the first presenter, Iqbal Syaeful Ramdhan, and he's going to share things to do before speaking. All right, Iqbal, time is yours.
Check, hello. Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
All right. So thank you for the opportunity. Hello everyone. How are you doing? I wish all of you in healthy condition today. I'm Iqbal Syaeful Ramdhan, and here I would like to share to all of you the thing to do before speaking. So there are several things you have to know that to do the thing before you start your presentation or speech. According from some article that I was reading before, there are 5 things you have to know, but the things to do before speaking. Well, the first one is you have to prepare your purpose. It means before you start your presentation or speech, you have to prepare the purpose. You have to prepare the purpose, like what you want to deliver it to the audience or listener, and then it's like information or inspiration or product maybe or anything else. I think you have to prepare about that. So next, the second one is you have to what is that? The second one is you have to shorten your message. It's mean if you already have the topic you want to deliver it to the audience, I suggest to you to shorten your message and focus on powerful ideas. And then number third is you have to make interaction with the listener. You have to make the interaction with the listener. So one mistake that often made by public speaker that they want to look smart in front of the audience or listener, but I think this attitude is not recommended because it will be make boredom of the listener. And then you have to know the purpose of public speaker that is to equalize frequency uh, and then for this reason is you have for this reason humorous and also original character is important to display it in order within heart and also what is that per, per, uh, attention I mean attention of listener of the listener. Well, number four is you have to tell them experience, personal experience. Why should personal experience? Because you have to know storytelling will make the listener like more comfortable and also more relaxed, and also our message also will be memorable. So I think this is most powerful. I think this is most powerful weapon of public speaker. So to tell experience, we just need to explore life experience and draw the value that relevant to the topic of discussion. And then next, the last is you have to set your tones and also body language. It means for a good public speaker should be good at managing tones and should be good at managing tones to avoid boredom of the listener. So in addition, you have to know the listener will pay attention. The listener will pay attention of facial experience like hand movements and also the way you stand, the way you move, and also flexible and also flexible movement and also friendly smile will signal that we are comfortable and also confident. So if the public speaker feel comfortable and also what is the confident, I'm sure that the listener will be feel the same. So I think that's all. Thank you for attention.
Thank you, Iqbal, for the explanation. For the next presenter is Muhammad Malik Fadjar, and he's going to share Speaking Just Do It. All right, Malik, time is yours.
Our friends in school. So, public speaking is when you alone in front of the people and you sharing the information or your argument that can change their mind and give knowledge and ethics. In class when my teacher said fear to make you in the process so and my friend Iqbal and to me and oh, what what yeah I know there are confident to speak.
Malik, I think you have a bad signal in there. Malik.
Speaking before from
Malik, can you hear me?
yeah
I think you have a bad network in there because your voice isn't clear.
I can hear
Can we skip?
you.
Can we skip to the next presenter? Malik.
I think can you hear me?
Okay, because Malik have a bad network, we will go to the next presenter. For the next presenter is Fuji Utami Marhaban Jamhari, and she's going to share speaking confidently. All right, Fuji, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Delia. Hi, I am Puji Utami. Here, I would like to tell you about several learning tips how to speaking English confidently. Okay, there are many challenges to learning a new language, right? But none are perhaps more harmful than our lack of confidence. With hesitation and doubt hampering our ability to improve, our journey to mastering English can be especially frustrating. Here are several learning tips to help you build your confidence speaking in English. Okay, the first tip is listen and repeat. We all have a favorite movie, television show, and YouTube channel, right? But instead of just watching them silently, listen carefully to what the characters or hosts are saying and repeat the dialogue that interests you. Go ahead and pause. And then rewind and listen the lines several times if you must. Or better yet, turn on the English subtitle setting to help you identify each word. This is a fun way of practicing both your listening skills or speaking skills with the materials that are both enjoyable and entertaining. Second tips is find a friend. It's always difficult to practice by yourself, right? Especially when it comes to improving your speaking skills. Therefore, find a like-minded group of friends or classmates to to share your goals of becoming more confident in speaking English. Get together and implement the English on rule while you hang out. It means that you must only speak English for next hour or two. With such a support system, you will feel more secure to open up and speaking English without being hampered by insecurities. The third tips is read out loud. Whether you prefer a novel or a piece of nonfiction text, spend at least 30 minutes to reading every day and another 30 minutes reading out loud. This is a great way of developing your reading skills while practicing pronunciation as well as intonation of various words and length of sentences. If you are unsure of how to pronounce a specific word, simply you can open your learner's dictionary, Google, or YouTube. But don't get to catch up on the details of every single word you don't understand. The point of this exercise is to enhance your speaking confidence, and reading out loud allows you to practice pronunciation in the privacy and comfort of your own home or room. And the next tip is don't be afraid of making mistakes. Sharif said, don't be afraid of making mistakes. Mistakes prove that you are trying. Remember, it's okay to make mistakes. If you find yourself stumbling across long or complicated words, simply stop and give yourself a few seconds to breathe and continue speaking. The fact that you are communicating in a language that's not your mother tongue is reason enough to be proud of your accomplishment. And the last tips is relax. When you speak English, take it slowly. Don't rush it. Talking too fast can stress you out and make you seem nervous. Breathe, relax, and give yourself time. With that, you can reduce your pressure that you feel and help you to speak English more clearly with confidence. As with every difficult task, the key to speaking confident is to practice, and practice some more. As Simon Biles says that practice creates confidence, and confidence empowers you. Be consistent in your language journey, and then make sure that you are set aside some time every day to speak English. That's all from me. Thank you for your nice attention. Go back to our moderator, please.
Thank you, Fuji, for the explanation. For the next presenter is Rifqi Zain Habibi, and he's going to share speaking skill for 1,000 jobs. All right, Rifqi Zain, time is yours.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Rifqi Zain Habibi, and I would like to say thanks for Moderator who will give me a chance to deliver my materials. And I would like to say thanks for those participants who still or stick up in this seminar, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay. As you know, my title presentation is Speaking Skills for 1,000 Jobs. That I would like to divided this presentation into 3 sections. The first one is why this skill is necessary, and second is how to learn and acquire these skills, and the final section is how can this skill can match with most every jobs. So we move into the first section. This skill is necessary because we live in society, in the public, and we can't avoid that. We are frequently doing a daily conversation with friends, family, or even the strangers. And if we had a good speaking skills, it will make your life better to doing a communication. So there is so many beneficial things that you have to know that about the speaking skill. The first one is it can increase your confidence. Why it can increase your confidence? Because you start to speak and you push yourself to feel comfortable with your talking. You push yourself to feel comfortable in the center of the public. And then also learning speaking skills can uh, learn can make you learn to be a leadership. Imagine that in a public speaking, you are stand out in front of the people. You stand out in the front of the public and you lead the conversation and you convince or persuade someone or audiences into the topic that you share. Also, the public speaking skills is very important because it can make a good relationship with people. In our life, we cannot meet at and find with the same people, but also we will find a new person in our lives. Learning this skill, we have a good communication skill, can make impression to the people and effective to the long-lasting relationship. Learning speaking skill, it means that we demonstrate our experience, knowledge, and willing. And Warren Buffett, as a founder of Berkshire Hathaway, says that now you can boost your 50% value by learning speaking skill or communication skill. But it doesn't mean you can be a successful people, but at least you can fill another 50% with your competencies, with your power, and show it to the world. And the second section is how to learn this skill. Learning public speaking theories is easy. You can find in every platform. You can find in YouTube, podcast, journal, and articles. Just surf in your browser. But learning public speaking is complex because you have to consistent in your expert field, and you have to know that you are speak not lonely. You have an audience. You have the people that react to you, and you have to know the people perceive about you. And also, the important things of learning this skill and how to be a master at this skill, you have to practice more, rehearsal more. Jason Chen, as a founder of Medium.com, said that rehearsal, like your life depends on it. Our lives is depend on the public speaking or the speaking skills. So make sure that this skill is very necessary for your life. And this way, more practice is method that frequently doing by TED Talk speaker. And as you know, he is an expert and professional. And then after you practice more, you can evaluate yourself. You can know the things that you have to keep, the things that you have to reduce or remove, and the things that you have to improve or develop. And the final section is why this skill can match or relevant with all jobs. This is important because many jobs in the works are the activities is mostly doing a daily conversation and communication. As you know, the importance of this skill, as I mentioned before, and what the jobs are you dreaming for? Do you want to be an instructor, lecturer, teacher? You have to master at this skill to make sure that you deliver the material to the student is understandable. Do you want to be a president, chief, governor, or even more leadership jobs? Yes, you have to master at this skill to make your speech powerful because you are a leader of the people and you have to convince your people to do what you are ordered or command. Do you want to be a businessman? It also needed because you will share or promote the product that you have. So it can be a powerful for your business. Every job is, I think, is need these skills, and I hope all of you guys learn these skills. Even you don't want to be a public speaker because that is essential, But these skills can make us to survive in this life. My name is Rifqi Zain Habibi. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rifqi Zain, for the explanation. Our next presenter is Dudu Badruzaman, and he's going to share a powerful speech. All right, Dudu, time is yours.
Okay, wait a moment. Okay, hi everyone. My name is Dudu Badruzaman, and I'm gonna share to you how to make your speech more powerful. This is essential because, as we know, that there are two kinds of speech. The first one is informative speech. Second one is the persuasive speech, and the goals are to create impacts to your audience. And a powerful speech is the key to reach that goals. Here are 5 tips that you can implement to your speech to make it more powerful. First is to share something actionable. A lot of people have a problem, right? So if you choose a topic based on your audience needs, your audience will pay more attention to you. Your audience uh, will ask for your solution for their problems. So the things that matter is your topics should be suitable with your audience. You choose a topic based on the nowadays issue, for example, about coronavirus and things like that, because all of the people need a solution for that. So choose a great topic based on your audience need. Second is to create a good first impressions. First impression is really important, and a lot of people ruined it, right? So, uh, in order to not ruin your first impressions, you need to get rid of anxiety. And anxiety have a sign like heart beating, like palm sweating, and you imagining the future. So the thing that you need to change is your perceptions about these signs. You need to perceive this sign as the sign of excitement, not a sign of anxiety anymore. So you don't want to ruin your first impressions with anxiety. Create a good first impressions to gain more attentions and to make your audience listen to the rest of the speech. Third is to use less politeness. The more politeness you use, the less powerful, the less powerful your speech has become. The less powerful your your speech because you use a lot of politeness. What I meant about politeness to is what I meant about politeness is the use of hedging, the use of saying please a lot, like the use of indirect sentences. So you can get rid of that things because it will make your speech more powerful. And also you need to keep in mind that politeness is different in each country. It's different depends on the culture, depends on the society, and also you can still use politeness if you genuinely speak to someone that more powerful than you. So it's totally optional, and it's up to you to use less politeness. But the less politeness you use, the more powerful your speech become. Fourth is to show your credibility. Include some information that show you are qualified to talk about the thing that you talk to your audience. And this one is totally optional, but you can dress better to make yourself more credible because for some people, appearance matter. And you also need to express yourself with comfort and confidence to make yourself more credible. And the last but not least is to end your speech with impact. A lot of people have the same problem. I also have that when I listen to someone's speech, the most the thing that I remember the most is the conclusions, right? I know that a lot of people have the same problem like this because the conclusions is the key in your speech to call of actions to your audience. And the most important things, you need to include a quick summary of your speech to uh, make audience remember the key points of your speech, and uh, they gain more information on the speech because they just remember the conclusions. So after you conclude your speech, your audience will think that, man, I should implement this to my life as fast as I can after I finish this event, right? So that's your goals. So I already gave you 5 tips to make your speech more powerful. The first one is mm, to share something actionable. Second is to make your first impressions great. Third is to use less politeness. Fourth is to show your credibility. Fifth is to end your speech with impact. So what are the tips that you will implement in your next speech? So when will you do the speech? Dare to speak up. My name is Dudu Badruzaman. Thank you. Go back to moderator.
Thank you, Dudu, for your explanation. For the next presenter is Nuki Maelansa, and she's going to share survival English. All right, Nuki, time is yours.
Thank you for taking me in this opportunity. Well, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nuki Maelansa, and in this opportunity, I would like to present about survival English. Well, I believe you already know about it. So, what is survival English? All right, survival English is a term we use to talk about the essential someone needs to know, to live, to work, or if somebody wants to go abroad. So, what we must do if we want to survive our English language? All right, here I will explain to you the first about tips and tricks how you can survive your English. Then I will explain my journey during I learn English. Then finally, I will explain to you about motivation and quotes that make you more spirit to learn English. Okay, the first about tips and trick. In tips and trick that has 3 aspects. The first about intention and looking for resources, and the last is practice. Okay, intention. We think that intention is very important, right? Because achieve or not our goal, it's depend about intention that we have made before. So if you want to happy as lovely to do that, you must think that you need it. That you must think that you can be better than before if you do that. So intention is very expensive because intention is what you want to be. And after you determine what your intention about, you must looking for resources. In this era, it's so easy to access many applications that you want to learn. I myself used Google or YouTube. Then I try to watch or read, and I try to understand materials such as idioms, phrases, or expression. After that, I write into my note like this. For example, love expressions or beautiful in English or stop saying I don't know. So I learned so many things about survival English. Okay, after you have good intention that you already found many resources, the most important thing is practice. You can practice with your friends, your family, or if you meet native English speakers, or if you want to updating status. For example, when you have conversation with your friends and you already found many idioms, then you can put idioms in the middle of your conversation. Then if your family also want to survive their English language, so you can apply with your family also. Or if you meet native English speakers, you must spend this time well with you apply what did you have learned. For example, you have learned about asking and giving direction, and native English speaking, then native English speaker asking you about the direction that you must giving the direction. Then an extremely effective way for me is updating status. For example, when I'm happy and I want to write status that I'm happy, so I choose idioms that I feel it's suitable with my situation and condition at the time. Then I try again when I meet the same situation. Then, based on my experience, I feel that I can remember for a long time if I do this method. So my journey during I learned survival English, I learned so many things, such as if my lecturer give me value about my work, that I want to say thank you, but I think thank you is very boring. So I change into another phrases that have same meaning. For example, when I want to say okay, but I think okay it's very common and adult, so I change into another phrases also. So the point are, if you want to be success, if you want to achieve your goal, that if you want to know what your purpose is about, you must have the action and you must have effort on that. Because why? Because Maya also said that nothing will work unless you do. And Pablo Urju, action is the foundation of success. So if you want to be success, you must be action. So guys, are you ready to go abroad? Are you ready to survive your English language, or are you ready to survive your phrases, idioms, and expression? I suggest you to start from now. All right, guys, thank you so much for your nice attention. Go back to the moderator. Bye.
Thank you, Nuki, for the explanation. For next presenter is Annisa Inayaty, and she's going to share public speaking and its benefits. All right, Annisa, time is yours.
All right. Thanks to the moderator for giving me the chance. My name is Annisa Inayaty, and in this time, I would like to present about public speaking and its benefits. I think all of you ever heard about public speaking, right? Or some of you ever do public speaking. All right. What is public speaking? Public speaking is process of communicating information to an audience. Usually, public speaking doing by someone in front of audience to share information or knowledge. And in public speaking, the information is purposeful and meant to inform, influence, or entertain a group of listeners. Public speaking that's back centuries, yet still remains one of important skills until now. And why public speaking is so important? Because with public speaking, you can speak in public, and it increase your self-confidence, right? As we become comfortable speaking, we can comfortable speaking around people, right? And we can share our knowledge and information to many people. So now I will tell you three benefits from public speaking for your life. All right. First is personal benefit. Public speaking skill, it can be make you to be successful in college studies. Also, public speaking increase knowledge and retention of information through research and listening. Besides that, public speaking help you to improve your critical thinking, improve your listening skills, and you can train your brain to think more clearly and a structured way. And you can be confidence with public speaking, and that is can help you to build good communication with others. All right. And second benefits is professional benefits. Public speaking skill can help you to get and keep a job. And public speaking skills are highly transferable to interviewing skills. Effective communication also, and that can enhance your ability to work effectively with your supervisor and customer, and that can help you to develop your career with public speaking skills. And the last is societal benefit. These skills can help your voice to be heard with others. And you can developing effective public speaking skills with spread awareness on important issue impacting your organization, your town, country, and beyond. Besides that, you can give more benefits with public speaking to share your opinion, to share your knowledge, to share everything with others. So from all of that, we can know if public speaking is one of the most important skills people need in this time, right? And also public speaking is one of skills work you need. This is proven from around us. Um, we can see teachers, politicians, or others in field of public speaking. Their words are heard, and some of them can be success with public speaking. If you want to reach your full potential in this lifetime, you must embrace the public speaking, and you cannot avoid public speaking because you will missing out to share your opportunities give with the world. Believe yourself to be confident to share your value, to share your opinion, to share your knowledge and anything, and believe yourself to speak and doing public speaking. Try it, and you can get more benefit from that. All right, thank you very much. I hope this material can give more benefits for your life and can help you. And back to Delia as a moderator. Thank you.
Thank you, Annisa, for the explanation. For the next presenter is Silvia Wulandari, and she's going to share an effective public speaker. All right, Silvia, time is yours.
All right. Thank you, moderator, for the opportunity. I'm sorry, can you hear my voice? Okay.
Yes, Sylvia, yes.
Okay, thank you. Let's move on to the next topic with me, Silvia Wulandari. All right, well, everyone, we have already known that public speaking is such an essential skill that must be mastered right. Despite its benefits, we can't deny that it requires us to put extra effort to cope with public speaking. But fortunately, public speaking is a skill that can be learned. All right, at this point, you may be asking, what makes you an effective public speaker then? So here I am. I would like to share you about how to be an effective public speaker. So it will be into two sections here. The first one, get to know to effective public speaking, and it will be followed with the 5 tips and techniques that will help you to become an effective public speaker. All right, everyone, what is effective public speaking anyway? According to Cambridge Dictionary, the word effective means were successful or achieving the result that you want. According to skillsunit.com, speaking effectively is defined as speaking in such a way that your message is clearly heard and, if possible, acted upon. Let's connect it with public speaking. Effective public speaking means when your message is delivered to your audience successfully, as expected in such ways. All right, underline such ways here. What are those such ways then? So here, the 5 tips and techniques that will help you to be an effective public speaker, but from public speaking experts. All right, the first one here, show your passion and enthusiasm. One of the keys to effective public speaking is not to bore your audience. Dr. Bruce Lambert, a professional college who owns a YouTube channel called How Communication Works, suggested that if you want to keep your audience engaged with you, then do it with energy and enthusiasm. Nothing comes across with energy and enthusiasm than if you have the passion and enthusiasm about the topic that you're talking about. So show your passion and enthusiasm to your audience to keep them engaged with you. Second one, tell them stories. People like to hear about other people's experiences, like the triumphs or even tragedies or even humor, everyday humor. They will make up their lives. Triswanat Paramaswaran from the Institute of Transformational Coaching said that effective public speakers understand that human mind over generations is wired for story. He said that the story must be simple, in a simple way, relatable, and also must present a point of view for it to be most effective. Then if you want to tell the story to your audience, I suggest you to use personal stories, since the personal stories are most credible and hence inspire action. All right, let's move to the number 3. Number 3 is use a conversational tone to connect with your audience. Dr. Bruce Lambert also said that a speech is just like a conversation, which means you have to communicate your message with the audience, with other people. Then try to speak with your audience. Try to bring down all the barriers that exist between you and your audience. You can tell them stories or even ask them questions, or even if you're behind the podium, you can go out, walk around, tell them jokes or even an appropriate humor to break the formality and to open up people's mind and keep engaged with you. So be conversational. All right, number 4, make your idea worth sharing. All right, let me ask you, who does this idea benefit? Answer it honestly. All right, Chris Anderson from TED Talk said that if the answer, your idea, is only serves you or even your organization, it's probably not worth sharing. The audience will see right through you. But if you believe that your idea has the potential to brighten up someone else's days or even change someone else's perspective for the better, then you have the core ingredient to a truly great talk. This is the last but not least, number 5, practice makes perfectly good. I think you have ever heard about practice makes perfect, right? But Marjorie North from Harvard Division of Continuing Education said the opposite. How? He said that practice doesn't make perfect. Good communication is never perfect. And no one expects you to be perfect, as your goal is to be an effective public speaker, right? Somehow, however, putting yourself in the requisite time to prepare will help you deliver a better speech and so become an effective public speaker. So practice as much as you can. All right, everyone, let's wrap it up. So there are 5 tips here to be an effective public speaker by public speaking experts. The first one, show your passion and enthusiasm to your audience to keep them engaged with you. Then tell them stories. Personal stories are the best one, yes. And also use a conversational tone to connect with them, and then make sure your ideas are worth sharing, and also practice as much as you can. Warren Buffett, the chairman and the CEO of Berkshire Hathaway, said that if you can't communicate your message communicate and talk to other people and get across your ideas, then you're giving up your potential. So believe in yourself. You are potential to be an effective public speaker. Dare to speak up, start it from now on. All right, everyone. Thank you very much for your attention. See you next time. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Back to moderator, please.
Thank you, Sylvia, for the explanation. For the next presenter is Rifqi Zain D, and he's going to share 6 tips to public speaking. All right, Rifqi Zain, time is yours.
Okay, everyone. Thank you, moderator, for giving me time to speak. Okay, public speaking. Yeah, just thinking about public speaking, routinely described as one of the greatest and most common fear. Can make your palms sweat. But there are many ways to tackle this anxiety. Okay, so today I share the strategies to improve how you communicate, public speaking tips that will help to reduce your anxiety, dispel myths, and improve your performance. So I will share 6 ways to public speaking. So number 1 is nervousness is normal. Practice and prepare. All people feel some psychological reactions like pounding heart and trembling hands. Do not associate this feeling with the sense that will your perform make poorly or you're full of yourself. Some nerves are good. The adrenaline rush you to make your sweat, also make your more red and ready to give your best performance. So the best way is to prepare and prepare more. Take the time to go over the notes several times. Once you have become comfortable with the material, practice a lot, record yourself, and get your friend to critique your performance. Okay, number 2 is know your audience. Your speech is about them, not you. Okay, before you craft your message, consider the message is who is for. Learn as much about your listener. This is help you to determine of your choice of the words, level of information, organization pattern, and motivational statement. And the next, number 3 is organize your material in the most effective manner to attain your purpose. Create the framework of your speech. Write down the topic, a general purpose, a specific purpose, central idea, and main point. Make sure to grab the audience attention in first 30 seconds. Okay, number 4. Let your personality come through. Okay, be yourself. Okay, don't be a talking head in a type of communication. You will establish the better credibility if personality shines. If your personality shines through, and your audience will trust you what you say, and will see you as a real person, a natural. Don't be pretend to be someone's. Okay, be a natural. Okay. Okay. Number 5. Use a humor, tell stories, and use effective language. Okay. Inject a funny anecdote of your presentation. Audience will like the step. If we too serious give the material, audience will be bored. Okay, so you have to inject the anecdote of your presentation. And number 6 is the last is number 6. Use your voice and hands effectively. Omit your nervous gesture. Okay, body language is so important for us to giving a speech. Is body language can reduce your anxiety. Okay, it will be impact to our speech. Okay, uh, okay. Okay, practice does make practice doesn't make perfect. Good communication is never perfect, and nobody expect you to be perfect. However, putting the requires the time to prepare help you to deliver a better speech. Not be able to your sake your nervous entity, but you can learn to minimize them. Okay, thank you. I'm Rifqi. Go back to moderator.
Thank you, Rifqi Zain, for the explanation. For the next presenter is Febryan Husnil Amal, and he's going to share Reduce Your Fear. Alright, Febryan, time is yours.
All right. Thank you, moderator. So, hello, good morning, everyone. My name is Febryan Husnil. If you want to know how to reduce your fear, so stay tuned here. You should know that fear is one of the conditions where you are faced with some pressure or threats. Fear is normal because everyone often experiences it in several times and conditions, like when you must speak in front of people or a crowd, at an event at your school, neighborhood, and what we usually call as public speaking. I believe most of people, even you, always feel scared when going to be a speaker until you don't want to speak in front of the people. Even fear became part of your soul. But you should know that your fear should be controlled well, because if not controlled, it would have a bad effect for you, especially for your performance. So, what I will share to you is about how to reduce your fear and how to deal with that in public speaking. Okay, number one is rehearse. I believe that one of the reason fear coming to you because you are afraid that your material is not completely delivered to your audience. Even you cannot convey it optimally. To overcome that problem, you can try to rehearse your speech a lot. Every people has their own way to rehearse properly. For example, do the rehearse in the shower, in front of the mirror, and in the bedroom also. You should find your own way to rehearse by yourself, and they can check where is your mistakes, give you a comment or a feedback to your rehearse, so you can know what should be improved from your speaking. And Terry Hart, as an entertainment reporter, said that a really good speaker is usually prepared the text or script and should be completed 2 days before the event. And if you are asking for what, of course, 2 days, 2 days will be your rehearsing time to master your material that you want to deliver. Okay, number two is take a deep breath. Before you speak, spend 1 until 2 minutes to taking some deep breaths to slow down your heart rate and also to prevent your mouth from getting dry and makes you more relaxed. Okay, number three is be more confident. Well prepared can build your confidence. Know exactly how you are going to present it step by step. Deliver your major points that you want to get across to the audience and get the ideas. Stand with your body pressure, eh, stand with your body posture naturally like a human, not like a robot. Don't be so serious. Keep calm and relax to make you comfortable in the stage and bring a bottle on the stage if you need it. Okay, number four is believe. Believe what you are saying through spend your time and make sure you believe everything that's coming from your mouth. Because when you believe to everything what you are saying, you are able to present it in your own way and feel confident in your speaking. Number 5 is keep smile. Keep smile to your audience. Enjoy the moment and everybody will respond to that and give you a nice smiling because smile is better than just awkwardly. Okay. Number 6 is use your body language. Body language has a power to help you to success in delivering your material. You will feel like comfortable, relaxed, and confident when you use it. The champion of public speaker 2014, Dhananjaya Hetirachi, said that a great speaker keep their body and palms open because it can show that there is no barrier between the audience and the speakers. And number 7, and the last tips from me, speak like you speak to your friend. Speak in a large crowd. Of course, it can make you feel nervous and becoming fear. And a lot of times we get nervous when we speak in front of the people because we are thinking that see the other people are older and more experienced than us. A public speaking coach named Abhishek stated that in this situation, you can try to imagine that the audience are your friends, which make easier to bring out your true yourself and you have more freedom to give your material and give your real expression. Remember that fear itself comes from yourself, not from the other people. So the person who can get rid of it is yourself. And hopefully those tips that I mentioned can help you to overcome your fear. I think it is enough for me and go back to moderator. Thank you.
Thank you, Febryan, for the explanation. For the next presenter, and which is will be the last presenter, is Muhammad Malik Fadjar, and he's going to share speaking just a bit. All right, Malik, time is yours.
Okay, thanks for moderator. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. I'm sorry for the first time I have bad signal. Thanks for having me. I'm delighted to be here. And what a beautiful day it is, and I'm so happy can sharing with you all of us. Let's discuss about speaking. Speaking, just do it. Speaking, usually we do in daily life when we speak with our parents, talk with our friends. This is speaking. When you alone in front of a mirror to practice, this is speaking. So how about public speaking? Public speaking when you alone in front of many people and sharing several information that can share that can change their mind and motivate them and sharing the knowledge. I remember in junior high school and senior high school, my teacher say, don't fear to make a mistake when you in the process, but fear when you never to try. France always say, think before you speak and read before you think. Yeah, to public speaking, you must read many articles, many books related to your topic. After that, you must think the content, the speech, your text. It is appropriate with audience. It is appropriate with an event. You must think. And don't negative thinking with your performance in front of audience. Uh, if you think before you speak, you will speak well. If you think wise, you will speak very well. Amat talented. The expert speaker says that. Uh, yeah, public speaking. I know it is a difficult skill, but this is have many benefits. In public speaking, I suggest you to uh, learn many to uh, explain about you. You just don't say what favorite song, what your hobby in the opening public speaking. If you in a public speaking make a mistake, remember that the first time in public speaking, then you make a mistake. This is not the end of, but this is the first step to become an expert public speaker. Every time you speak, you building up yourself for better for tomorrow. Some people say they have 20 years experience, when in reality they have 1 year experience and repeated 20 times. Teaching nothing. If you only uh, first, second, or third time to public speaking in front of many people, don't fear to make a mistake. You just only the time public speaking, but the expert public speaker is through the difficulties and make a mistake. So don't confusing, doubting, shivering, boring, stubbing, and pointing, annoying. And just do it to speaking. You don't know in front of the mirror, it is the different feel, the different condition when you front of many people. So just do it to speaking and uh, take critique, take advice, and get a better tomorrow. I think enough. Back to moderator. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Malik, for the explanation. Now the presentation of the material has been finished. Thank you to the all presenters for giving us clear explanation. Next, we will enter the question and answer session. But before starting Q&A session, I will remind you that question and answer session will last for 10 minutes. Question can be asked through the chat box. Question should be asked in English. We will accept only 2 questions. If your question is not selected or unanswered, we will still answer it by email. If there is an audience who want to ask, please bring up your questions now. Alright, there is one questioner that he have 3 questions. First, I just want to know, probably there is a trick or tips that you have for this issue, how to make the message to be more powerful and more short in our speech. Second, actually, I'm shy person and it might be some of participants here too. And we do really need a job when we graduate later, but we keep feel anxiety when we face a lot of people. How to reduce the anxiety in speaking when we are in job? The third question, also, how to organize the idea to deliver the speech effectively. Is there any tips or any steps? What about the presenter group? Do you understand the question from the audience?
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Malik, and I want to try to answer the second question. Actually, I'm a shy person, and it might be some participant here too. And we do really need a job when we graduate later. But we keep feel anxiety when we face a lot of people. Have to reduce the anxiety in speaking when we are in the job. Uh, okay. I have experience uh, to reduce the anxiety in speaking. Oh, I'm sorry, and there is busy is. Yeah, I suggest you to join in organization. When I join the organization, uh, when you uh, organization, there are activities that make you speak in front of many people, but everyone don't think that you must to perfect to in front of the people, in many people, and in gardening organization, uh, and so this is the first uh, the first tip that I suggest you for organization, and don't uh, don't make it long in your house, because uh, usually have long time in their, you can join in social and naturally with your friend, with uh, but and social life done, and in your house, you, if when you face in many people, in front of many people, do it to do in safe the first time, very anxiety and doubting. The second time is less rather than in the first time. The third time, yeah, this is need habit, need habits, and need experience. Your anxiety will be reduced naturally with the experience when you speak, public speaking uh, in many. I think enough if my uh, tidak, ya, maaf jika saran saya kurang cocok dengan kalian. Thanks. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
All right, what about the questioner? Are you satisfied with the answer given? By the way, thanks Malik for answer the questions.
Alright. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Now I will answer the first question that about which and tips to be your public speaking is more powerful and shortened, right? That there is tips to be to make your public speaking is shortened, that you must prepare yourself. What will you share? And that you must understand your topic. Because if you are for that, you can using your own words, right? So the first is prepare yourself, alright, and make sure you are ready to public speaking. And the second is you must make your like that. You must make your posture and physically interest to share your public speaking, so that can help you to give more powerful and then get more attention for your audience. So that's tips and tricks for me. That the first is prepare yourself, understand your topic that help you to share and to make shorten your public speaking, and to get more powerful in public speaking. You can using your body language, and then you can get attention for audience with a joke or question or anything. It's that be creative in public speaking. All right, thank you very much. That is for me. I hope that can help you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Annisa, for the answer. What about questioner? Are you satisfied with the answer given?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I would like to answer the third question from Bian Chandragarhani. All right, that's about how to make our speech become effective, right? So here are some tips for you to make your speech effective. The first one, focus on the main topic. Focus the topic that you're going to deliver, such as example, like strength or even inspiration. That's the umbrella, the big point. Then you have to make some points like the strength itself, like such as don't give up, something like that. Face failure, something like that. So after you have got the point, the focus point, then you make another simple point, at least 5, so you can choose whether which one you will choose that it's going to be your speech, something like that. Then after that, after you choose the subtopic of your main topic itself, then build 3 supporting ideas. So supporting ideas like CRE, like for what is it? Uh, Reason, then evidence, and also claim. So you have to make it really simple in 3 ways, so your arguments will be strong. Next, you have to to mind your own audience. So you have to know who you are going to talk to. Like you have you know the audience. For example, there are university students or even school students or even professional uh, audience. So you have to know. Then you can train your speech, something like that. Don't forget to practice. That's the tips from me. Thank you very much. I hope it can answer your question. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank you, Sylvia, for answering the question. What about the questioner? Are you satisfied with the answer given? Is there any ways you're to stay focused on in topic? Actually, I am the one of person who difficult to focus on something. To Sylvia. Okay, Sylvia, can you answer?
All right, thank you, audience, for the questions. How to focus? Because difficult to focus on one topic. So it can be as a tips, a reference for you. You can choose a topic from your conditions, from your social condition, or what happened to you right now. It can be a reference for you, so you can be focused, or even you can find out some reference from the internet, or even ask your friend about the topic that you're going to tell, and then you can relate it with your personal experience, that it will be best to focus on that. All right, thank you.
Okay, here Dudu in the chat box and some information for the last question. Can you read? I think the time for Q&A session is over. What about questioner? Are you satisfied with the answer given? Okay, based on result of the discussion today, several conclusions can be drawn. Some of these conclusions are the things to do before speaking are you have to prepare your purpose, sharing your message, you have to build interacting with the listener, Tell them personal experience, and you have to set your tone and body language.
I'm sorry, moderator. Please turn on your mic.
Sorry, I forget to turn on the microphone. Let me repeat. Based on the result of the discussion today, several conclusions can be drawn. Some of these conclusions are: the things to do before speaking are you have to prepare your purpose, share your message, you have to build interacting with the listener, tell them personal experience, and you have to set your tone and body language. Several learning tips to build confidence in speaking English are: listen and repeat, find a friend, read out loud, don't be afraid of making mistakes, and relax. Speaking skills can match for 1,000 jobs. Why? Because most jobs are used a daily basis speaking. Things to make your speech powerful are: create a good first impression, share something actionable, use less politeness, show your credibility, and your speech with impact. There are 3 tips and tricks of survival English: intentions, looking for resources, and practice. Benefits of public speaking are personal benefit, professional benefit, and societal benefit. 5 tips and techniques by public speaking experts that can make you to be an effective public speaker are: show passion and enthusiasm, tell them stories, use a conversational tone to connect with the audience, make your idea worth sharing, and practice make perfectly good. 6 ways to public speaking. They are: practice and prepare, know your audience, organize your material, and wait your feedback, let your personality come through, and use your hand and voice effectively. Things to reduce your fear and how to deal with that are: rehearse, take a deep breath, be more confident, believe, keep smile, use your body language, speak like you speak to your friend. With the end of the presentation and the Q&A session, I will end the presentation. I, as the moderator representing my colleagues, to be very, very grateful to the audience for joining this session. We really appreciate the time you have taken to join this webinar. Let's close this presentation by saying Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillahirrabbilalamin. Once again, thank you and goodbye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.